Hello guys, my name is Emmanuel Pena. Today we're going to talk about Stacey's case study. She's 41 years old. She is pregnant with 15 weeks and she was diagnosed with acephaly, which is a condition which the baby doesn't develop the brain fully. She does have the choice to abort the baby or actually conceive the baby full term. Unfortunately, the doctor told her that even though she gives birth to the baby won't be able to live too long and also won't have the capability to talk or think. So it'll be interesting to think what to do. So what ethically actually is responsible here to do? Do you think is it ethically correct to Stacey to complete this fetus to term, even though knowing that that baby won't survive and it will scar her for life? Or do you think will be okay to terminate a life, which in a religion we know that the only person or the only entity that could take life away is God? Do we have also a say to that? Considering human flourishing, we do have to consider for Stacey and also for the husband, will be more actually emotionally stable for them. Next big thing that the family has actually to ask them is what will be more emotionally stable for them? What would be best to continue the pregnancy and give the fetus a chance to live, and also Stacey to interact with the baby, even though it's not going to live for long, but at least she will have the conscience that she did give a fair chance to the baby to live, even though he was or she is not going to live too long. Or terminate the pregnancy, and that way she doesn't have to go through all these eventful situations. The option that actually exists for Stacey out there, well, yeah, my thought, there's only two of them, which is carrying the baby to full term and giving a fair chance to the baby, knowing the baby, even though the baby was going to die, or actually not go through all of that and abort the baby. That way, if this is a thing that could scar her for her life. What option would I select in this both cases? Well, first of all, I will consult with Stacey and tell her what is her needs and what she thinks about all this, because I think she should be the one to decide what is best for her, because she's the one going through all this. In my opinion, I'll rather consider terminating the pregnancy, so that way we as a family don't have to live with the eventful scarring of seeing your baby being born and seeing that baby move and not knowing that that baby doesn't have a fair chance of life. You know, there are several criterias, internal and external, that we do have to consider. Like, externally, do we actually have the power, or do we have the will to take the life of others, knowing that that job or that burden, the only one that could choose that is God? And internally, is it fair for Stacey actually to go through all this emotional stress and also scarring her for her life, and also not knowing how she will be able to overcome this really hard situation? That is something actually we have to think about. When it comes to the discussion question, it's a little bit hard to choose which is the best one. In my perspective, I will choose the nurse telling her to terminate the pregnancy, because I feel that in my case, I will not like to live the suffering of seeing my child in that state, knowing that it can't talk, it won't be fully termed. It won't have a chance to live, and I will have remorse knowing the baby and saying that that baby didn't have the chance to fulfill a full life as a person.